Here we are, the first day of spring, and it's just going to get colder as we move through the week.
That wind today, walking outside, it's very sharp and it makes it feel a lot colder than it is, George.
Definitely, but the sun coming out this afternoon, making it feel at least helps a little bit better. Yeah, the wind's out ahead of a cold front coming down from the north that will pass through later on tonight. That's why we got the colder weather on the way for the rest of the week. 13 weather ball reflects that. It is blue, so cooler weather in view.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
And join the 13 weather team. Text the word weather to 616-559-1310 and we'll get you the inside information, especially on what may turn out to be an impactful storm later on this week. But the sun has come out in most areas here this afternoon after a cloudy, windy start. Winds also starting to come down. They'll pick up again later on tonight. Temperatures have climbed to their highs for the day, up into the mid and upper 40s south of Grand Rapids, still upper 30s and low 40s to the north. We may go up another few degrees, but temperatures are anywhere between about 8 and 16 degrees warmer today compared to yesterday. So we'll take that. And yes, indeed, it was windy. We had a wind gust of 44 miles per hour right around the noon hour. They have come down considerably, still gusting to about 20, maybe even 30 plus miles per hour, but they'll be diminishing very quickly. Skies have been clearing throughout the afternoon, but the next cold front already diving down from the north. That's going to drop our temperatures out of the 40s into the 30s north of that front. Still 51 in Minneapolis, but upper 20s and mid 30s to the north of there. So that's where our temperatures are headed. Later on this week, we're going to see a system come in from the west. But in the meantime, we've got partly to mostly cloudy skies expected here next couple of days. This is a snowstorm coming down from the northwest that'll arrive prior to you getting up on Friday morning, and it will be here all day Friday. So it'll affect your morning, midday, and evening commutes Friday. So if you got any travel plans, you may want to adjust those. And then we'll clear on out. We'll have a dry but kind of cool weekend with, again, highs only in the 30s. Next weather system after the snow will bring mainly rain, and that will come early next week, most likely about Tuesday. That one probably will not have any snow. So let's forecast how much snow we are expecting. Nothing between now and about 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday, but by the time it is done, this is 2 model runs in a row that are printing up to perhaps 7+ inches of snow all across West Michigan, and that will be enough to accumulate. And then we'll still have some lingering impacts into the weekend as that snow gradually starts to melt. Long range outlook still says the end of the month from the 25th through the 29th, we have high chances for warmer than average readings. You'll see that in our 10-day forecast, and a higher chance for more precipitation as well. Forecast for tonight, going to be a cold night as we drop down into the low and mid 20s to the north half of the lakeshore zone, mid and upper 20s south. Skies will be mainly clear this evening, but become mostly cloudy late tonight. Similar up north, you'll drop down to 22 along US 10, 24 Fremont, 25 in Greenville. Clearing skies already this evening, but increasing clouds late tonight. Similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area, already seeing our skies clear this evening, but that won't last long. We'll be back to mostly cloudy by daybreak. Overnight lows between about 27 and 29. 13 on your side forecast. So we'll stay in the 30s through at least a Sunday. A little bit of a higher impact with that snow late Thursday night after about 3, 4 in the morning, all day on Friday. So we've included the minimum travel impacts for winter weather. We'll see the sun stay out Saturday and into Sunday morning before it becomes cloudy. We're not bringing any rain into West Michigan until next Tuesday through the following Thursdays. We climb briefly into the 50s and then upper 40s to near 50 after that. So impact snow likely here now on Friday.
Oh, good. Thank you, George.
At least it'll be sunny on Saturday. Something to look forward to.
Windy day today here in West Michigan, but those winds have blown away the clouds, and now we've got some sunshine to end your day. But we've got another cold front sweeping on through, and that means some cooler weather in view. And that's how our 13 weather ball is depicting the weather for the next several days.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
And if you're planning on walking the dog, you won't see any snow. I forgot to update the picture there for Raider and Nash. That's not a picture of Raider and Nash, but Tammy, you could take Raider and Nash out this evening with a green paw this evening and in the morning as temperatures will be falling into the 30s. I will update the picture for your 6 o'clock, so no worries there. A 6.2 out of a 10-point scale for sunshine here tomorrow, almost as much as today because we will see a little bit of cloud cover as well, and the winds may be just as strong tomorrow, especially as the cold front will be moving moving on through. We did see some sunshine earlier today, or I should say cloud cover earlier today. Now we're starting to get back into some sunshine back to the west. We've got a cold front that's dipping down. It's right in through here. A couple of snow flurries to the north. And then once that front goes through later on tonight, the winds will be picking up from the north tomorrow. So a breezy day with a lot colder temperatures. North of the front, it's only in the 30s and low 40s. We'll be lucky if we get into the mid and upper 30s here during the day tomorrow. That cold front sweeping on through. Maybe a snowflake, but nothing that we've been used to. And as we go through the day on Thursday, we're going to see a little bit of sunshine, especially toward the end of the day. Now, Thursday night, we're going to watch an area of snow that's going to spread very quickly. This is by 8 o'clock on Friday morning. Several model runs have now verified. Not usually the first one to jump on the bandwagon with that, but this one is definitely going to bring some snow, high impact snow during the day on Friday. And then by the end of the afternoon and evening, it's already clearing in the northwest counties and we're back into some sunshine, but the snow on the ground is going to linger on into the weekend. This is not going to melt all at once. And on Sunday, we're going to stay dry as well. So a couple of chances to dry on out. Later on next week, we'll see some rain. In terms of snowfall, nothing before about 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday, but when you wake up Friday morning, already a couple of inches on the ground, and by the end of the day, many areas will see as much as 7+ inches of snow falling. Some of that will be melting, so that's going to linger on into Saturday and maybe even into Sunday before it starts to melt just a little bit. As far as our long-range outlook, this is just beyond our 10-day forecast. We have an equal chance of seeing warmer or cooler temperatures, warmer in the east, a lot of cold weather off to our west. Our average highs are upper 40s and low 50s during that time period, and a little bit higher chance for more precipitation as well to wrap up March and heading into early April. As far as the forecast for tonight, clear skies early, and then the skies will become mostly cloudy later on, mid and upper 20s. Coldest north, warmest down to the south. Winds this evening, very light from the northwest before they pick up. Low and mid 20s up north with clearing skies early, and then the skies will become mostly cloudy again late tonight. We've already seen some clearing here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Will drop down into the mid and upper 20s before the clouds roll on in and the wind picks up. 13 on your side forecast. 30s now all the way through Sunday. We've highlighted Friday with that minimum impact day. Right now, we may upgrade that to a moderate as the models continue to converge on how much snow we'll end up with. After the weekend, we'll climb to 50+ on Monday and mid-50s on Tuesday. So all that snow will be gone, but we'll see some rain start to move on in, and that will last through at least, I think, about Thursday of next week.
But we're watching the snow for right now anyway.
Really cold start to spring, George.
Thank you, George. Sure looks pretty outside right now, George, from sitting in here in the studio, but it's a little cool out there still.
Still a little bit cool. Winds have come down, so it does feel a little bit better than it did earlier today, Julia. Yeah, it was hard to keep on the road coming into work because the winds were gusting to 40+ miles per hour. Those winds out ahead of a cold front, bringing in some much cooler air, and that's why the 13 weather ball is blue. Cooler weather in view.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
Out ahead of the front today, temperatures did climb up into the mid and even upper 40s, including 44 here in Grand Rapids, just a little bit below our average high of 46. That 44 matched our forecast high. That's a bullseye on your Tuesday, 7 days in a row now within our target range. And our updated dog walking forecast, these are Raider and Nash. Yes, you were waiting very patiently for Tammy to take you out for a walk this evening. A green paw for the evening walk with temperatures in the 40s, dropping into the low 30s in the morning, but still a green paw for you guys to head on out. Along the lakeshore, those winds were whipping. Sharon captured this image along Pier Marquette Beach of the waves overtopping the break wall. So just stay away from Lake Michigan whenever waves get that tall. Winds gusting to 40+ miles per hour. Here in Grand Rapids, we made 46 miles per hour, and that was enough to set a new record wind gust for today. Previous record set back in 1986 at 43 miles per hour. Amazing what the winds can do this time of year. Got another cold front diving down from the north. Kind of see a little bit of the trailing edge of that. That's right in through here. There might be a couple of snow flurries well to our northeast overnight. Generally, we're looking at skies clearing for a bit this evening and then becoming cloudy later on tonight. You saw a brief flurry, but but won't mount to anything at all. And Thursday looking pretty good after a nice Wednesday as well, although it'll be a bit breezy here again tomorrow. What we're watching is an impactful system. We've been watching the system for several model runs, and they continue to be very consistent. So we're going to pull the trigger on snow arriving prior to daybreak on Friday. This is Friday morning. The snow is already here over to Port Huron and points eastward. So you're going to wake up to snow falling throughout much of the day, and then it starts to come to an end. It may actually move on out before the evening rush, but we'll have a lot of snow left on the ground. And then on Saturday, we've got a lot of sunshine that'll help melt some of that snow, and mostly sunny with partly cloudy skies in the afternoon on Sunday. Everyone talking about now, hopefully, the snow that's going to arrive later on this week. There's the flurries overnight tonight. This is by Friday morning. Already 2+ inches of snow expected to be falling. Some of this will melt initially, and then perhaps 6 to as much as 7+ inches here in West Michigan. Not all of that will accumulate, because we've got some warm ground, so you can expect at least 3 to maybe 5 inches of snow by the end of the day on Friday. And then after that, hopefully we'll be done with the snow for the rest of the season. For tomorrow, though, look for mostly cloudy skies, low and mid-30s. Would be much cooler than we were during the day today. Northern areas, we'll see that northwest breeze with 15 to 20 miles per hour, but at or below freezing north of US 10, only 34 now in Greenville. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, certainly cooler by about 10 degrees tomorrow, so winter coat and hat once again. Mid-30s across the region under mostly cloudy and breezy skies. 13 on your side forecast. We'll stay in the 30s all the way through Sunday. That impactful snow will end late in the day on a Friday, and sun comes out on Saturday. And we'll start with sunshine Sunday with clouds in the afternoon. Monday will jump to 50. A lot of that snow will be melted by then. A breezy, windy start to the week next week. 54 Tuesday with some rain moving in, and then some scattered showers after that. Wednesday and Thursdays, we briefly drop into the 40s after the rain ends. We might get back to 50+ about 10 days from now. So yes, spring officially arriving tonight at 11:06, Juliet, but we've got snow on Friday.
Hey, there might be one more chance to go sledding.
There you go.
Thank you, George.